Yo, it's Amanda, Dad, and she's kinda odd, but hey, she's totally Amanda.
Hey friends, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are obviously going to be decorating for Christmas. I had a lot of fun bringing you guys along for my Halloween videos. Y'all already saw my crazy, so I figured let's just do it again for Christmas. Now, as you guys can see, I do have a couple of items already up. Just wanted to start with a good base, and we're just gonna get to it, and I'm just gonna start placing all of my goodies. I'm first just gonna start with this metal Christmas sign, and it's gonna be the centerpiece on the mantle. Now this piece right here is actually supposed to be a chandelier for the ceiling, but I like to use it as a candle dome. So I put battery operated candles on here and it just lights up so beautifully. So definitely be on the lookout for these when you're going thrifting. And if you guys did watch my Halloween video, you know that I love to have these candles out year round, and they're just staples for our decor. I'm just gonna add these brass candlestick holders next. They're little holly leaves. Gonna put them on the edges over here. Now, before I put anything else up here, I am gonna put these heavy stocking holders that we have up here just because I do wanna work around them. I'll show you guys two of them for now. We have two more reindeer, but again, very weighted, and they actually have this piece on the back, if you can see it, and I just place a brick on that so it holds them up there really good. So I'm gonna do Santa first, and here's just an example of the brick that I'm gonna use. Okay, I think the spacing's looking pretty good so far. I'm just gonna add the last one. I'm a huge fairy lamp fan, and I actually do collect them, so I'm just gonna add a few to the mantle now. And just in case you don't know, you put tea lights in fairy lamps. So it'll just bring out a really beautiful glow. And then I just have some candlestick holders. I am gonna put a few tapers out. I absolutely love these winter tree candles, and I do have another pair of them. I reuse them year after year. I think we already established that I do have candles that I just don't burn because they're so cute. But I'm gonna put these up first. I'm also a huge lucite candle lover, and I'm gonna put these up next. I have a full set of these wooden houses, and it kind of just looks like a cute little Christmas village. And it's kind of nice that the brick is back here because I can actually just set it on top to give it some height. I'm gonna put these little guys right by the houses to kind of make it look like it's their village, as well as some tiny bottle brush trees. You'll see that I use a lot of bottle brush trees in my decor. And of course, we know Amanda loves balance, so that's why I do just balance them out on either side. So like I said, I love bottle brush trees, and I am just gonna stick it in this candle holder that we have because I do have a bunch of them, so I just like to put them from like biggest to smallest, and it looks really cute. So that's them. And next, I just have a set of these battery operated candles. They obviously kind of have like a faux wood look to them. They did kind of start peeling after a while, so that's kind of annoying, but I always just try and hide it. I put those right in front down here though. And then in the center of those candles, I do put this stunning church. Wait till you guys see it lit up. It is so gorgeous. And then I have another little tiny Santa that I just put right in front of the church. This adorable Santa I actually thrifted, and he is vintage, and I do think that he might be my favorite piece of Christmas decor that I own. And I typically just pop him like right about there. Next up, I'm just gonna put in a bunch of filler pieces to fill in the holes, a lot of like Christmas trees and snowmen. And you know I love balance, so that's what it's all gonna be about. And this cutie Santa boot is also a candle holder. Since that boot holds a candle, I also just like to put this guy over here because he also holds a candle, so it'll balance out the light. This is another super cute item that also lights up. And we have a little pine cone brass candle holder, and I'm just gonna pop these on the table over here. You can't see it the best, but you'll see it at the end. Next, I have this cute little metal tin that I obviously just put some fake florals in, and I do pop it over here as well. I'm so excited about this set of vintage plates that I thrifted this year. So yes, I'm just going to put all of them on my little plate display. Those look absolutely adorable. I'm obsessed. I'm also just gonna pop this cutie right on top of our vintage fire extinguisher. He just goes right there. Now y'all can't really see this in the frame right now, but it does just sit over here in front of the door. And I do just love to put these little skates on them. These are actually Jarrett's from back in the day, so very special. And sticking with the ice skating theme, I do have this metal ice skating sign that I do also put on the door over here. You'll have to see it better when I do the reveal. And y'all, I hit the absolute motherload of vintage die cuts last year. I might play around with these. I don't know how I'm feeling, but I might pop one in right here. So stay tuned for the reveal. All right, guys, well, this section of the house is complete. Before we move on to the next spot, enjoy this section all lit up. Let's just jump into my piano section next. All right, guys, so now it is time to work on the piano section. And I'm just gonna start by placing these little tin houses that I have. It looks like a cute little village. This one does light up, and I am just gonna place it over here. And you'll probably see a theme because I do like to have a bunch of little like houses just around the house, again, to make it kind of just look like a little Christmas village. Next, I have this vintage Rudolph book that I did thrift, and I am just gonna place it on top of the piano. Mini piano, I should say, because we do have that piano on top of our piano. I also have this adorable little red cardinal bird figurine that I place right on top of the mini piano in front of the book. Again, I am a huge lover of bottle brush trees, and I have them in multiple colors. I am just gonna pop them throughout to kind of just make it look like a cute town. And as we know, I am a loose light candle lover. I'm just gonna pop these on either side because we know, what does Amanda love? Balance. Some more gorgeous trees that I am just gonna use as filler. Next are these glass vintage Avon cologne bottles actually, but they do double as candlestick holders. And I am gonna put those up here, and obviously at some point I will be filling them with my taper candles. And yep, you guessed it, another tree. I'm just gonna place it over here to balance out the one that I put over there. And this gold Santa is so cute. He does hold a candle, and I have one that is the perfect fit. So I think I'm just gonna place him right about here. All right, and these cuties are just gonna be next. This is also another little village tea light candle holder. So I'm gonna pop those right here to finish this little section out. And we'll just put this tree behind to really make it nice and full. I love this Santa so much. I did thrift him last year, and I do just like to style him with a bottle brush tree in the little sack. So he's gonna go right here. That's pretty straight. I think that's cute. This tree is another vintage Avon piece that I thrifted. You better believe it. It does light up, and I'm just gonna pop it back here, I think. I love a good candle snuffer, and this one is so cute. I am just gonna pop it back here by the candle. You know, meh, that's how they work if you didn't know. Pretty self-explanatory. All right, and lastly, one of my favorite fairy lamps, I am just going to pop this back here as well. Now, we know Amanda loves vintage ephemera. And for this section right here, I do love to just line a bunch of old greeting cards that I have. And I also have some vintage inspired die cuts that look super cute up here. So that's what we're gonna do now. I think I'm just gonna start with these guys. We'll go off of this big boy in the center. All right, and I think I'm gonna go with these on the one side. I did recently find some of these ones up in our attic, and I don't think I have enough room for them right here, but I'll make it work somewhere else. I was thinking of doing these three next, but since I don't have enough room, I am just gonna leave that one out and find another place for it. Alrighty, I think that looks pretty even and cute. Clearly, this is packed to the gills like I do everything else, so I think it is finished. So of course, now just enjoy it all lit up. Alrighty, and now we are back to this section of the house. As you can see, my bestie, Benny, is still going strong. I am going to put him in his little Santa outfit. Obviously, I do have those houses out already. I just wanted to get those out of the way because they are kind of a pain. But that one in the center you guys would have seen in my Halloween decorating video because it is double-sided, which is a really cool feature. I'm just gonna continue to fill that out though and maybe put some fake snow, just get it really looking like a village. First up though, as you can see right here, something is missing. I'm sure all of you vintage lovers can kind of guess what goes on this. This is just the base, but I'm gonna show you what it is. Here she is though, the grand reveal. Now this is a vintage ceramic Christmas tree, another precious item to me because it is my mother-in-law's. I found a really cute one time thrifting, a lot smaller than this, but it was cute. It had some kind of flocking to it with some snow. And I do kind of always regret getting rid of it, and I sold it for pretty cheap too, like maybe 35 bucks. Ones at this size though, definitely can be pretty expensive. But it's not about the money at the end of the day. This just has so much sentimental value, and I really do just treasure it. And wait till you guys see it all lit up as well, because it is stunning. Okay, I think she's in the position that I like, and I just wanted to let you guys know if you ever do find a vintage ceramic tree and it's missing bulbs, you can always find replacements on Amazon super easy. This came with like 1 billion of them, and I actually got stars with this one. So we're gonna pick out the star for this year. Yeah, this pack is awesome because it just came with a ton of different stars, and I typically go for the gold or the clear because it just looks the most star vibe to me. So this one or this one? Decisions. I think I used this one last year, so I'm gonna go with the clear one this year. Ah, she's so gorgeous. Alrighty, and just to the side of Benny here, I do have this metal card holder, and I am just gonna display a lot of my cards here. Starting out with these, this one's so cute from last year from one of my dog walking clients, Roxy. I love you, Roxy girl. So we're gonna put those up here. And then just some more vintage inspired cuties. An absolute stunner, I love the glitter. Another cutie Santa, and this one is extra special because it's actually my Grammy Chris. The front of this is also very cute, but the spot where her picture sticks obviously is better because I want to show her off. Absolutely gorgeous, love her with all my heart, and it does say 1956 on the back. So special. And just really quick with this one because it does have some writing on the back. It says, "Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love, Missy Turner." And it was going to Amy Pfeiffer. That is adorable. And I'm gonna pop this one in the center. Another one that has that sparkle to it, so pretty. Don't know if you can see the other one as good, but you guys will see in the reveal. And then lastly, I'm just gonna put this one up top. That will do, donkey, that will do. That just looks so adorable and I love it so much. Now I do just have that on the wall with command hooks, and last year we fell asleep on the couch and it came off the wall, and oh my God, I was shook to my core. That really tested my fight or flight, and I was questioning myself because it took me a while to come out of my sleep, like my eyes were not adjusting, and oh my gosh, it was just quite terrifying. So hopefully this year it holds. And next I have these vintage brass candlestick holders. I'm just gonna pop those over here. And I do have some red tapers, so I'm gonna pop those in. Of course, I'm gonna use my handy dandy card holder to display some vintage sentimental pieces. And I am just actually gonna pop it behind the house right here because there is enough room. Bring that forward a little bit, and we'll just kind of have the cards behind it here. And these are the 3 pieces that I'm going to be displaying. A vintage book cover. He's also flocked, I love it. This is so pretty. I love this scene. And then this one is so sweet. It is Jarrett and his brother Alan. Yeah, that's really cute actually. Now I'm almost wondering if I can put in some of my other little cards that I have. I wish you could see the cards a little bit better, but they are just like peeking out and it's a little touch of added color. So I think that's cute. But of course, nothing is complete without some trees. So I'm gonna add those in back here on either side, give it that cottagey Christmas village vibe going. Now these are 2 new items that I thrifted. I do envision this holding our keys. And if you remember from my Halloween video, I usually have my brass one that holds candles there, so it does offer some light. And I do like that that balances out the lamp that is right here. Now ideally I can put both of those over there. I'm just gonna see though, because this is a lamp and I do wanna add some light on that side just to again balance out the other lamp that I already have. So let's just see. It might be too much. Yeah, it's too much with both of them, so it's either or. This is always convenient to have right here as we exit and enter to just throw our keys in there, but I do think that I like this better. It matches the height of that lamp and it'll be a spot that we can really enjoy it as well. As per usual, just gonna add some more trees. I think right here to the front, that'll balance it out really cute. Now this next item is probably my favorite DIY that I've ever done. And it is just this brooch tree that I made. And I love even like the little trim that I did. Oh, it's just so freaking cute. If you go to my Instagram, you can see how I made it as well. And I feel like a lot of people think that I actually took the back off of the brooch or I just glued the brooch on, but actually I pinned all of them. So that's the challenging part about it. If you're gonna do it that way, you gotta have some patience. They are all salvageable that way though. Like if you wanna pop one off and wear it, you can. But I am just gonna put this over here on the wall. It's the perfect spot for it, and the frame is also thrifted, of course. I also did another one that actually sold on Pollen and Love Thrift, and that one I had a black felt backing that I put in the frame. So there's plenty of ways that you can do it. That one actually just came with that cool background to it, like the frame had that in it, and that's why I chose it, because I had that in mind. So just keep your eyes peeled if you are gonna try and do it. All right, and last up, I am just going to put some fake snow all in the little village here, and that will make it complete. All right, now all that's left is to dress Benny. And this is actually Skelute. I don't think I introduced him to you guys before. He does resemble our dog Olive, who has a million nicknames, including Nenote and Renote. That's why this is Skelute, don't ask. He gets a little hat though. Benny has his Santa hat and his little Jack Skellington outfit. So I'm gonna show you guys that in the reveal. With everything lit up, the snow is placed, so enjoy. Stunning, I know. Next up, I think I am just gonna take you guys along for the kitchen area as well as some other cute places in the house. All right, guys, now I'm back in this little section of our kitchen, and I love decorating this spot, but let's just get to it. Now, clearly this is not aesthetically pleasing, but if you guys watch my Halloween video, you know that it does usually stay here. I might be moving it somewhere else in the house, I'm gonna see. And then these guys right here are 2 options for key holders. As you guys know, I usually do have it by our front door, but I put that lighthouse lamp there instead. So I'm thinking just right over here, we can grab our keys as we leave this way. Just gonna see which one I like better when placing other things over here though. For starters, I have this faux greenery, and I absolutely love this vase specifically for Christmas, and I think I am just gonna pop it over here. I'm already kind of feeling the snowman, and he is new, so I just wanna show him off. So the keys are going there for now. And it's just happening. I can't even really decorate with this in mind right now, so it's getting out of the way for now. I absolutely love this art print from Chimney Smoke Art. She is one of my favorite artists. You guys would have seen my original that I have from her in my last video. But I think I am going to maybe pop this up here this year. This is another piece of my mother-in-law's. Oh, just love her. This is perfect. Am I right? Like, come on. That is just pure comedy and I love it so much. Now I moved my Bath & Body Works plug-in over there just because this is gonna be in the center. Also my mother-in-law's. Very epic. This advent calendar by Traditions. That's what it says on the back. Just so special and beautiful. I actually have to open up a few days. I don't usually put anything in it, but it would be kind of nice to have some chocolates. Not that I need that. But yeah, we're already a little bit into December, so we're gonna have to open those up. Next, I have these two primitive Santas, and I just think they pair very nicely together. They look like similar styles. So I'm gonna put one over here and one in here. So adorbs. Darling, we love it. And since my last candle warmer lamp kicked the bucket, I did purchase this one recently. I'm gonna pop it over here because we know Amanda is gonna cover up all these cords with some Christmas albums. I think this will be great here though. And speaking of covering up those cords, here are some festive albums that I'm gonna put in front of them. I think Bing is the most classic, so he's gonna go in the front. These are two of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works. We have Fresh Balsam and 'Tis the Season. I'm just gonna pop these candles over here. I'm thinking one on this side, cute. And then we'll just put this one over here in the warmer. I absolutely love this brass taper candle holder, and I am gonna put it over here. And as per usual, I do have some trees. I think I'm gonna maybe throw one over here for fun. And then maybe one right here will be cute. This is a little house that I had thrifted and I accidentally broke off the chimney. So I ended up just doing a little DIY where I put this Santa on top. I think it worked out fine, but I am gonna put this over here. I personally think it's so cute to put a little vintage tree topper inside of a candlestick holder. So I do love that pairing. I went ahead and just kind of switched this order around and I like that better. It has a little bit more space, but I do love this little tea light holder. It has Santa on one side and then Frosty on the other. I'm gonna put it right over here though. And then just a little bottle brush tree in here to tie it all together. Presh. Now, my mother-in-law really does have the best vintage stuff. I love this garland with the very vintage looking Santas and presents. And I think I am just gonna kind of dangle it across here. All right, and there you have the garland. I think it looks so cute. And honestly, I think that this section is now complete. Next up is the moment I've personally been waiting for. Can y'all believe that I got my Christmas tree months ago and I never actually opened it? Again, it is my dream tree that I splurged on. The one that I was telling you guys about that it sells out every year. The smart thing probably would have been to open it up to make sure it works and everything. I will raise hell with Home Depot if it doesn't for some reason. I just want to unbox it with you guys though, to see it in person for the first time. Let's get my reaction. Jarrett is actually outside right now pulling a Clark Griswold. I think that he's finally mastering our lights though, so I'm excited to see those. I'll be sure to get his reaction too though. So let's do it. I'm so excited that the time has finally come. She is the Grand Duchess Twinkling Pre-Lit Balsam Fir Tree from Home Depot. Now I see up here, it says traditional, realistic, most realistic with a meter, and she's all the way to most realistic. That is one of my favorite things about it, but I think my absolute favorite thing is the twinkling light aspect to it. Now when it comes to tree lights, I am into more of the traditional white lights. I heard that this one is a little bit more of a bright white and not as much of a warm white. I don't think I'll mind that though, but just in case you guys are interested, as you can see right here, it does have multicolor as well. But oh my gosh, let's bust her open. All right, let's do this. I hate myself. Oh my gosh, yeah, she's pretty. I love her already. But yeah, first impression, I am getting the realistic vibe. It has a mix of like the realistic branch with a little bit more of the fakey kind of branch, but I think it looks really nice. Just to give you guys a first look at the branches. And obviously pre-lit is where it's at, because I ain't trying to string no lights, y'all. I'm out of breath. Oh my Lord, yep, too much wine. But I was gonna tell you guys, just in case you are interested, if you like the way that this looks in the end, They have a 9-foot one as well as a 12-foot one. And I am dreaming of a Christmas. Oh, sweet. That just like locked into place. I did a little twisteroo. So that was cool. Hopefully my mic isn't like in the tree and you guys can hear me. But I am a little out of breath. Amanda needs to lay off the holiday sweets, but is she going to? No, let's be real. Yeah, she's gonna be pretty tall. Oh shit, what was that? I don't like the sound of that. Oh no, it's okay. We're in the clear. Don't scare me like that. Why did I just want to call her Bridget? I don't know, that came to my mind. Maybe we should name her. Oh my gosh, it's a perfect fit. It does not hit the fan actually. However, my star might. We're gonna have to test that out, but either way, like who's putting the fans on in the winter? Not me, not me, not Hermione, yo. Okay, just so you guys know as well, this is super easy to set up. I barely even looked at the instructions. It's just pretty self-explanatory. Ready? That's pretty. Wait, there's no batteries in here. I had a feeling because I'm like, why isn't it actually responding? Okay, all right, now that Amanda put batteries in the remote, let's see what this baby does. No, I think this is the one. And then I think, obviously, if I'm sick of that, then I'll just do the steady where it's just on. I guess now I'm just gonna show you guys everything that you haven't seen. Alrighty, friends, well, that wraps up this video. These little feet, though. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Did you just get off a shift at the Frio factory? You did.
Absolutely not. I was just gonna say, these are the little feats that you guys probably always hear in my videos. Anyways, guys, we hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. And I'll be seeing you in my next video. Peace.